What up? What up? This is Dan here with your high five midweek encouragement. If you're watching this, just go ahead and in the midst of everybody else, just lift up high fives as you're watching this, and you'll just see how awkward it really is with the people around you. But I hope this is encouraging and equipping in North Carolina. It's getting chilly, so wearing the sweatshirt, keeping me warm and cozy. Don't know where it's at in your neighborhood, but it's the best time of year for me. So I want to ask you a question. Do you hear that? Are you listening? What am I talking about? We are currently in a culture or context in which people do not necessarily seek to hear someone else. We actually jump to conclusions, and oftentimes Nick ourselves even look a little foolish when we do that. Think of like an article that you see on social media that will have a headline on it. And if all you do is read the headline, you begin to respond or look in the comment section, you begin to see who did not read the article and who just read the headline. And media companies, they're brilliant at that. They put headlines that really bait you into clicking. And so some will resist that and just choose to comment and speak on a subject they know nothing about. And that's happening a lot right now, absolutely a lot. We also see it amongst believers. We see people that are quick to speak on issues that they're quick to voice their opinion, and they're not quick to hear. They're not quick to listen. And James 1:19 through 20 really challenges us in this. He says, know this, my beloved brothers, let every one of us, not just the ones that are right? That's why we respond quickly, is we think we're right and the other person's wrong. He says, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. So first of all, he's encouraging us to slow to speak, quick to listen, slow to anger. There seems to be a connection between being slow to speak and slow to anger. I can tell you this, that I have done my fair share of speaking, right? I have done my fair share of speaking and doing damage because I spoke before I understood. Big difference. And I have seen the damage and the violence I have done to relationships simply because I was not willing to hear them out and listen. So the verse 20 says, for the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. Key term there, the anger of man. There are absolute things that there deserves to be righteous anger for, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about people that are simply not willing to listen to anybody else, so they respond out of their own emotion and anger, right? And it does not produce the righteousness of God. In fact, it produces really a tool for the enemy, because relationships are damaged. As I said, it does violence to those relationships, because who wants to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't want to listen to them? No one, absolutely. So this is an encouraging word for all of us to take this time, especially be an example in a world that is quick to respond and not quick to listen. Let us be an example as followers of Jesus. And I encourage you, in situations, especially in conflict, seek to hear before speaking. Seek to understand before wanting to be understood. And I think that will produce such a greater point or an arrow towards the glory and the righteousness of God. And the focus then becomes less on us and it becomes less on or more on him. So as you're walking about your day, social media, I just want to ask you, before you post, before you share that post, before you comment, I think seek to understand, seek to hear before speaking. I think we'll find ourselves building up the body of Christ a lot more than tearing it down. So I hope this is encouraging. Under 5 minutes, high five, praying for you. Can't wait to see you next week. All right. Talk to you soon.